Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have more to cover, including a new milestone for Eminem and more on the NFT drama that's continued so far, linked to Eminem's Bored Ape purchase that's left many confused so far, as you'd think Eminem was the first rapper to cop an NFT. And speaking on confusion, 50 Cent was trending a couple of hours ago for one of the oddest matchups when debates erupted on 50 Cent versus MF Doom, and we'll be exploring more on this in a bit. But first, as always, if you enjoy content like this, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So the Eminem NFT drama sunk to ridiculous levels, as many have now completely ignored what Eminem has done in his career that spanned over 2 decades with odd takes like this. Close to 50 million Americans live below the poverty line, and the rich are spending small fortunes on silly images of apes. Now, regardless of how you feel about NFTs, what has Eminem got to do with 50 million Americans living below the poverty line? Like he's not some elected official responsible for the people or something, and this completely ignores all he's done for decades that he actually didn't have to but did nonetheless. Things like that completely ignored because people are triggered that he chooses to spend his own money how he wants to. And to this, for instance, a user expands. It's their money. They can do whatever the F they want with it. Paying attention to other people's wallets will not improve in any way the lives of those living below the poverty line. But it's like some user pointed out in the last video on this, if this was a marketing stunt for the pre-album rollout, the buzz this has generated so far makes $460,000 a huge bargain off the marketing buzz alone, and some are calling out the, in quotes, selective outrage. I'm not a supporter of NFT, but I find weird that, in quotes, woke Twitter were completely silent when celebrities like Jay-Z, Snoop, Curry, Post Malone, Doja Cat, John Cena, Naomi Osaka, Tony Hawk, etc. involved, but when Eminem did, the slander got out of control. Like, what's the difference? Well, just in case you missed it the first time, remember that Eminem is responsible for anyone who lives below the poverty line. People clearly took the God in Rap God a little too far, if you know what I mean. But some fans are loving this NFT drama. I don't like NFTs, but I'm freaking glad Eminem is doing this. I love when Eminem is pissing people off. That's my favorite Eminem. Moving on, there was more that came out of left field a few hours ago, and I believe this matchup was the genesis that started the debate when 50 won over Doom in a head-to-head that set things off. It's even made headlines, and it sparked popular threads like MF Doom is better than 50 Cent, stop this debate, laughing my bum off. More along these lines, we all know MF Doom is better than 50 Cent, right? And this was indeed a weird matchup because some were stuck at this stage. I couldn't name one single MF Doom song if my life depended on it. Pretty sure I'm not the only one. In the world, he's probably the majority, objectively speaking of course, and this is said while others believe it's a no-brainer that Doom is better than 50 Cent, while on the other end, there's this. 50 Cent is way better than MF Doom, you're tripping if you say other than that. Looking at this from the perspective of the overall package, what do you guys think of this matchup? Sure, it's weird, but overall I'll have to give it to 50 Cent easily. It's not even close in my opinion, but what do you guys think? And some believe the fans are switching up on 50 right now. 50 Cent is one of the greatest rappers ever. He made the biggest splash into the game. His debut album was one of the highest ever at the time. He's executive producing shows like Power. It's a shame how people switch up on you for being great. Folded hands emoji at 50 Cent. And some saw this as plain disrespect based on the timing of this tweet. The 50 Cent disrespect on this app is getting out of hand. This is crazy. But where do you guys stand? Moving on, Eminem has kicked things off in 2022 with Stan, as while people are debating what he should spend his hard-earned money on, a few hours ago Stan hit the 500 million milestone on Spotify, and it's quite fascinating to see how Eminem's Spotify and YouTube accounts move similarly. He hit 50 million subs on YouTube and Spotify in the same time frame, and now the same will happen with the Stan video, as the long version is at 490 million on this platform right now. Stan dropped in 2000, and apart from the fact that Stan made it to the dictionary, the song also created a culture on social media that resulted in some golden moments when a in quotes Stan account shares a post like, "Do people still stan Eminem in 2022?" That always gets me rolling. But that will be all for today. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.